Jagten, also known as The Hunt. I hope I pronounced that one right. It was released in 2012 and directed by Thomas Winterberg. It is a Danish film starring Mads Mikkelsen. It's one of his best roles in my not so humble opinion. Earning him, by the way, the best actor at Cannes Film Festival. Not that I believe in those festivals, starting from the Oscars. I mean, the Academy. I mean, they have John Waters as one of the judges. And that's the guy who made Pink Flamingos, by the way. If you know, you know. So I can't really take any of those awards seriously. But I thought I would mention it because some people do take it seriously. And yes, well deserved. And it's Cannes. So it's a bit, more sophisticated to some. Anyways, welcome. I digressed. This is Check That Book. And in my book, some truly decent, disturbing movies are meant to be seen by wider audiences. And today we are going to talk about Jagten real quick. First and foremost, I promised you. And this one belongs in the category of good quality, truly good, semi-disturbing cinema. At its core, The Hunt is a psychological drama about Lucas, a quiet kindergarten teacher in a small Danish town, whose life is destroyed by a single accusation, one that is not only false, but barely understood even by the child who makes it. Now, what makes this film extraordinary is actually how ordinary everything feels. There's no villains in the traditional sense. Instead, the horror emerges from the everyday people. Friends, neighbors, loved ones, and how quickly those closest to you can turn against you. Wow, okay, there's going to be spoilers, obviously, because it's one of those movies. Basic premise: a guy gets accused by a wee girl of, doing things to her. Yes, it's one of those films. He is innocent. This is one of those cases, and this film made me truly, I felt aggravated. I hate injustice, which makes me one of those people who find it difficult to live in this world, especially these days, but we have to survive under the rock somehow. This is one of those films that will provoke you. You will feel so angry, but it's so well done, and it feels so mundane. All of it does. And it raises lots of moral questions. If you did not know that he's innocent, like you're the outsider, how would you feel? Most of us are naturally very protective of children, even if they're not your children. Doesn't matter. Needs to be punished, right? But the guy is innocent. And, okay, people become convinced that he is the predator, and it all happens at a frightening speed. The story becomes less about the accusation itself and more about how community kind of wants to believe it. Wow. And then again, I understand how this is a very, very touchy subject matter, and sure, you will get defensive. But shouldn't we learn to, get to the bottom of things before we make assumptions and draw conclusions? The film's power lies in how it depicts collective hysteria. You see, a child's vague and confused statement is treated as unquestionable truth simply because it involves something taboo and terrifying. Authority figures trying to quote-unquote do the right thing actually amplify the situation through leading questions and assumptions. The town turns on Lucas almost overnight. He's banned from shops, beaten, attacked, humiliated, and socially erased. Even his closest friend abandons him, showing how fragile loyalty becomes when fear enters the picture. Perhaps most unsettling, there is no dramatic reveal that fixes everything. The damage and the stigma are permanent. This is one of those cases where I get truly pissed, and this enters my space of discomfort, so to speak. This bursts me bubble, and whilst I cannot really blame the people who turn against him, I mean, perhaps my first reaction, my initial reaction would also be something of a kin, but I like to get to the bottom of things. And false accusations, I myself was falsely accused once or twice in my life, not of such things, but the very idea of being falsely accused of something is terrifying to me. I bet to many people it is. And there's this quieter, more insidious kind of discomfort in the film involving the little girl who accuses Lucas of said things. I mean, she's a child who herself is confused. She's not malicious. She doesn't seem to be doing this on purpose. At first you kind of feel like she might, because there's this wee episode. It looked strange, but it happens. I mean, a little girl can get all lovey-dovey and give a kiss to an older caretaker, right? It happens, and that's the moment where the caretaker should step up and place boundaries. Like, no, you're not kissing me anymore. You're kissing your mommy and daddy. More so mommy, because, you know, you need to set those limits. But the girl ends up being kind of pressured into pushing this agenda that she was molested. She wasn't, but she's pushed to believe that she was, which makes me think perhaps the townsfolk have some, beef with our boy Lucas here, but it doesn't seem that way. No, it's just, you need a wee spark to start a fucking forest fire. That's the damn case. Mads Mikkelsen gives a devastatingly restrained performance. He doesn't explode with anger as much as he collapses inward, portraying a man who cannot understand why logic no longer applies. Winterberg's direction is stark and controlled. There is very little music, no melodrama, and no easy emotional release. This makes the tension almost unbearable, especially in scenes like the supermarket confrontation or the Christmas church sequence. Holy crap. It was intense. Social norms disintegrate in plain sight in this film. The Hunt is not an easy film to watch, and it's not meant to be. It's designed to provoke discomfort, frustration, and even anger. It shows how quickly a society can transform suspicion into certainty, and certainty into punishment, without ever pausing for evidence. This film lingers because it offers no real closure. Even when the truth is known, I mean, he is declared innocent, basically. Our main character is in the right, and it's proven. I mean, the court decided that he's innocent. That's it. No sufficient evidence. The stain of this accusation remains. Like I said, the stigma is there, his reputation is ruined, and it will be as such for the rest of his life, I'm afraid. This leaves you, me and you, yes, with some serious questions, such as, if a child makes an accusation, should we believe them immediately, or question them carefully, or observe, or try to get to the bottom of things? And at what point does protecting the vulnerable become condemning the innocent? We tend to forget that not every guy is a pedo. Not every man is evil. We forget that, especially with the modern agenda that's being pushed on people, specifically women, but that's for another topic. We have lots of films about that too, yes. It's just how people tend to go with the flock. Because, you know, someone said something and we tend to just, you know, hold on to it and make someone else's beliefs our own, instead of actually sitting the fuck down and questioning things. This is a very, very good film that doesn't just belong in the category of disturbing, it just belongs in the category of good cinema. Highly recommended. And while you are at it, please make sure to subscribe for more unorthodox content and check out the playlist for more good films that also belong in the category of the uneasy and disturbing. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out my website, The Poetic Cabinet. The link will be in the description. You will find all sorts of fun stuff there that I do if you're interested. And if you're not, well, go visit it anyways. And at least give this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb. Cheers guys, I'll see you all as soon as possible.